Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My show's worldwide, so anywhere you are, I want to wish you the best day ever. Welcome back to New Tip Daily. This is episode number 13. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate your time. Listen, our time is one of the things that we can never get back. So today's topic is really very interesting as it hits home for a lot of people. People are either looking to lose weight, the majority, and some are looking to gain weight. And those who are looking to lose weight cannot understand why somebody would even want to gain it. But we all have our different struggles, our different journeys. What journey are you on? No matter where you are in your journey, you know where you are going and what happens when you get there. What goals do you have and how do you plan on implementing them? Which food, by the way, is great for weight gain? I'm going to be honest with you. Mostly all foods can aid in gaining weight. Let's start with those who want to gain weight. You're in a special category. A lot of people will totally not understand you. I was there when I was younger. I couldn't gain weight no matter what I did. If you're underweight and looking to gain weight, it's very important to do it right. Listen, consuming things that are not going to be healthy for you, like soda, donuts, other junk foods, may help you gain weight initially. But in the long run, it can increase your risk of all kinds of, problems, heart attacks, heart disease, diabetes, and other possible illnesses. It's better to be healthier, have a healthier approach to gaining weight. It involves a balanced amount of muscle mass and subcutaneous fat rather than a lot of unhealthy belly fat. Subcutaneous fat, or the fat located under the skin, stores energy. That's what we're looking at. Foods that are going to help you be energized. How much can you have depends on the genetics as well as your lifestyle. Factors like physical activity and your health and your eating habits, right? To gain weight in a positive manner, you need to focus on eating more nutrient dense foods and developing healthy lifestyles. That involves exercising, getting enough sleep, and reducing stress as best as you can. It's important to eat mostly healthy foods, even when you're trying to gain weight. A lot of people say, well, the fastest way to gain weight is to eat a lot of junk and eat all the time. No, that's not the healthy way of doing it. Like all things, listen, if you want to increase your bank account, it's not about how much money you put in it, it's how much money you keep, right? And the investments you make. So, why is gaining weight important? Let me tell you, a lot of people, a high percentage of adults in the US are either overweight or obese. There are also many people with the opposite problems of being underweight. Some individuals may naturally be underweight due to genetics or fast metabolism. Being underweight or too thin may also be an indicator of poor nutrition or some health issues. Some people are naturally, very naturally skinny, but they're still healthy. Some are not. Listen, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, being underweight or overly skinny is about twice as common among women compared with men. Women can be underweight, right? But being underweight can be harmful to your health. One of the things you should always do is check with your doctor. Being underweight can impair your immune function, raise your risk of infection, lead to osteoporosis and fractures, and can even cause fertility problems. What's more, according to some studies, people who are underweight may be at a greater risk of dementia. For children, it can also lead to growth and developmental problems. Let's talk about gaining weight. Weight gain can be extremely frustrating. When I was trying to gain weight, I would eat so much that people thought I had a tapeworm because I could not put on. If I gained a pound a year, that was a lot. And it wasn't that I was intentionally not eating. I was eating more than most people. I didn't realize that I had fast metabolism, and I ate probably what 5 people would eat in a day. And I wasn't trying to be a glutton, or I wasn't trying to be gross. It was just because I did not like being skinny. I wanted to put some muscle on, so I weight lifted, I did all these different things. Listen, it's extremely frustrating, especially when you don't know what's causing it, and that was my case. While diet typically plays a large part in weight gain, other factors such as stress and lack of sleep can contribute to it as well. You eat too many high processed foods, including sugars, cereals, fast foods, microwave dinners, and pack a slew of harmful ingredients, as well as sugars, preservatives, and unhealthy fats. High processed foods are typically packed with calories, yet devoid of essential nutrients, protein, and fiber, which keep you feeling full. Sugary foods, oh my God, sugar, it's the worst thing for you. Beverages, sodas and juices and stuff like that, candy, cakes, sports drinks, ice cream, tea, flavored teas, sweetened coffee, sweetened teas, drinks, they can definitely enlarge your waistline. But along the way, it can increase your health problems. One of the things that we want to consider is when we are looking to either gain weight or lose weight, we have to be careful of the foods we take in because we're not looking, or we shouldn't be looking for a fast solution. We should be looking for a long term solution. So, even if you're trying to gain weight, let's do it correctly. Do it so that you're not harming yourself in the long run. When we think about the way we feel, the way our clothes fit, listen, there's a lot that goes into what we eat, how we eat, when we eat, and a lot of it stems from up here in your brain, in your mind. What are you thinking? What do you see? Right? So, increased risk of chronic health can be either if you're skinny or you're overweight. Get rid of all the sugar in your life. Don't get me wrong, a little sweet here and there doesn't. I have a sweet tooth, so yes, I understand how important, just to have a delicacy once in a while may be like, "Oh, I gotta have it." But think of the long term. The more sweets you have, the more medication you'll have to be on later on. Do you want the medication? Do you wanna be tied up to some tubes? So, make small adjustments, even tiny, tiny adjustments, such as, you know, the way you eat, how you eat, when you eat. These are the important things that we have to think about. So now let's start thinking about weight loss. If you're someone who, listen, gaining weight doesn't come from day one to day two. It can take a long time or a certain amount of months or weeks, and then all of a sudden you start noticing the weight, the way your clothes fit, all these different things, right? So think about the things that you can do, right? So once again, don't eat the sugary things whether you're looking to gain or lose weight. These are important aspects of keeping ourselves healthy. Let's forget the weight gain, weight loss. Let's think healthy, healthy, healthy. Listen, think of exercising. Sit less. Sitting less can make a huge difference. A lot of people now they have the treadmill desks. If that's uncomfortable for you, so maybe you work for 50 minutes. For 10 minutes, you take a little walk, come back. A lot of people in the old days, when you worked at an office, you always got to, back in the days when people were allowed to take a cigarette break, they took 15 minutes. Don't take 15 minutes for a cigarette break. Take 10 minutes and take a walk. A brisk walk. Now, don't walk slowly. You take a brisk walk. Come back to your desk. Your mind is refreshed and you're good to go again. Even if you work at home, a lot of people work at home now, and it's so easy to just go get a snack while you're working and all this. Don't do that. Plan your meals accordingly. Take a walk during work. Take a walk after you eat, after dinner, after lunch, instead of watching TV. Listen, working out, some people love it, like myself. Some people hate it. But think of it as medication or another way to be able to have a great time in your later years. Now, let's consider yo-yo dieting, right? Think about, it's an intentional weight loss that people all go through a diet and then they get off the diet and then the weight comes back on. Hence the name yo-yo diet. Yo-yo dieting is not the answer. Listen, most people lose weight through yo-yo dieting plans, but gain it back, sometimes way more than they lost. So people get fed up. They're like, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. I'm going to tell you why. Because you do it for a short time. Short times don't work. You need to do something. Think of making it a lifestyle. Listen, eating salads every day, you're not a rabbit, right? You're not that kind of animal. You're going to be bombarded with all different things that, hey, try this, do that, eat this. You're going to drive by fast food places. People are going to try to give you what they're eating because they love you. They want to share with you. It's okay to say no also. So if nothing works, have you been on a yo-yo diet? Is that you? Are you on one now? Are you on a diet now? Have you done the latest trending diets? There's all sorts of different kinds of diets. Listen, the most important thing is to do something to keep the weight off long term. You should focus on a sustainable lifestyle. Changes, changes that make a difference. These include exercising, cutting out processed foods and sugary foods, and eating nutrient dense foods. rich in fiber, protein. Although many lifestyle factors contribute to unintentional weight gain or weight loss, certain medical conditions may also play a role. Listen, check with your doctor. Get a full workup, get a full checkup. One of the things that some people do is binge eating or uncontrollable overeating. These can lead to a lot of health complications, including weight gain, obviously. Sleep is also a big player in your weight, right? In your overall health and well-being. Insufficient sleep may trigger weight gain, maybe even weight loss, right? Depends on what you're on. Drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, all these different things are contributing factors to your weight. That's it. You should be in control, right? So don't have any negative effects or things affecting you negatively when it comes to your weight. Some people who binge eat, by the way, they do it secretly, they do it in private. And because there's a shame and a guilt, like, oh, I don't want people seeing me eating all this amount of food because I really want to eat all this. That is not going to be good for you in the long run. Remember, if you eat badly, it will show up publicly, right? One of my favorite commercials was a woman walks into a bakery store and asks for two Cinnabons, right? She takes these two Cinnabons and puts them right on her butt. And she goes, well, that's where it's going to go anyway. So think about, ask yourself, if I eat this, what will it do for me short term? And what will it do for me long term? Incorporating whole foods into your, I don't like the word diet, into your lifestyle, your eating plan. Doesn't have to be difficult. Start slowly, adding more nutrient dense foods, as vegetables, fruits, beans, eggs, nuts, seeds into your meals and snacks. We can always go into about intermittent fasting and all that, and we'll do that in another episode. Maybe you eat more calories than you burn. If you eat more, if you put in more than you burn more, you're going to have that weight gain. So think about it. You have to have that balance. Mindless eating, frequent snacking, and making calorie-rich, nutrient food dietary choices which are bad for you are not going to promote a good health. Some simple ways to avoid overeating include paying attention to your hunger. Sometimes you think you're hungry, you're actually dehydrated. So be mindful. Before you go and pick up that snack or that food, drink a full glass of water before you eat. That's going to do something for you. It's going to trigger maybe I don't need to eat as much. That doesn't mean you're not going to eat, but you're going to eat a little bit less. So drink water, a full glass of water, 6, even 12 ounces before you eat a meal. Try that. Tell me how that works for you. Listen, you need to increase your activity level. Bottom line is that many factors can contribute to your unintentional weight gain or weight loss. Poor sleep, your activities, eating too many processed sugary foods, and all these things. These are habits that will increase your weight loss or weight gain. Here's a few simple steps. Mindful eating. I said it a million times. Exercising can help you reach your weight loss or gain. Improve your overall health with your daily action. It boils down to whatever challenge is really, really affecting you right now. Sometimes maybe we're overworked, we're stressed, and so we either eat or don't eat. Maybe we have to be more mindful of that. Listen, take pen and paper, jot down what you're eating. That's important, right? So you start with a clean slate. See that? Nothing on here. And then all of a sudden you start putting things down. as to what you ate, how you ate, when you ate, what you ate. These are important factors. I know I'm going on a little long today, but I want to make and stress that your health is the number one thing you should be concerned with every single day. You want to live longer? You want to have a great life? Consider what you do. Do you need to lose weight? Maybe you need to lose 100 pounds. Maybe you need to lose 5 pounds. By the way, the last few pounds are probably the hardest because when you're losing weight and you go into a workout regimen, your weight on the scale is going to change because the muscle is heavier than fat. So remember that as well. So sometimes, listen, having to lose that 5 pounds may just be what you're eating. So healthy choices will give you the added kick to your health. And while you're at it, make it long term. Let's call it a lifestyle and consider making it the right choices for your life. Listen, if you have children, make sure that you're eating right so that you can feed them right, so they can have a role model. If you're not eating right and your children are not eating right, you're both in a place of unhealthy habits, one step at a time. Listen, I have a program for anybody who's interested. Join me. Listen to me. I have done it. I've intentionally gained weight once I was at a good level. I did it. I ate all the bad stuff so I can show how I gained 20 pounds. And then I showed how to lose those 20 pounds and even more. So do me a favor. Please subscribe, share these tips with other people, with your colleagues, your family, and friends. I'll catch you tomorrow as we discuss, what we have talked about so far, the holiday parties, the way we communicate, plus your thoughts on weight loss or weight gain. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for being here with me today. To me, this is something that really resonates with me. It hurts me sometimes to see someone struggling because they have a hard time with their weight. It is difficult. It is not an easy thing. Wouldn't it be great if no matter what we ate, we were feeling healthy, we were healthy and on the outside and the inside? It's not about being big or small. It's about being healthy. I would love for you to be as healthy as you possibly can be so you can add life and fun to your existence. We have a short time in this world. Let's make it the best that we can. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy.